What's good, y'all? It's your girl Faith and Hustle back at it with another video. Things have gotten real scarce and scary out here, right? CDC has recently announced that there's a shortage of surgical masks, and people in the healthcare industry are being forced or have no choice other than to reuse the same mask over and over again. So they asked people who were in the sewing community to help out by donating their skills and their time into making masks. And all we got to do is drop them off at participating locations, and they will in return donate them to hospitals, nursing homes, and people in industries that are in need of these things. I've been sitting on fabric quarters, scrap fabric for a while now. So I feel that while I'm at home, this could be my small yet big contribution to help in the spread of the coronavirus in Harris County. Before I get started on this tutorial, you guys, I do want to clear the air and say a few things, because I know some people are out there feeling like the mask is only for those who are sick. The mask isn't going to help you if it's not an N95 or a certain filter. Obviously, surgical masks are the best option to go. However, I still personally think that these masks still make even the smallest difference. And if it can make the smallest difference, then it's definitely worth it. Not just that, but the masks that I'm going to show you today are reusable, washer friendly, and breathable. It's 100% cotton, and study does show that when doubled, it reduces the amount of particles by 50%. The type of mask that I'm making will be able to have a slot in it. So if you do have a surgical mask, you could put it inside of the fabric mask and then just take it out, wash it, and reuse it that way. Also, look at me. Also, for those who have habits or tendencies of touching things, putting their hands on their face, kids touching stuff, biting their nails, I feel like if you do have to go out, that wearing a mask will protect you with your unconscious habits. You feel me? Without further ado, you guys, we're going to get started on this tutorial. I'm going to make it as fast yet as thorough as possible, okay? If you guys are interested in having a corona mask, if you want me to make you one, all you got to do is DM me. I have the time. We could figure something out. It's all about staying home at the end of the day. It's about staying safe, washing your hands, and saying no to the roro. Let's go. So I'm using two pieces of fabric. The one on my right is a 10.5 by 8.5, and the one on my left to be used for the pocket is a 8.5 by 8.5. First thing you want to do is face them pretty sides together and match the seams so you can get ready to sew. Make sure to backstitch at the beginning and end of each seam. So you'll see the larger piece of fabric has a little bit more of an overage than the shorter piece. That's how you know which is the front. You're going to go ahead and cut right down the middle and then press the seams. Next, you're going to fold it over again, press the opposite side, and then go ahead and open both flaps. Here is when you create a 1/4 inch of a crease on both sides and prepare to get ready to sew that next. So once you sew the seams for the pockets and you fold it over, you'll see that they no longer are touching. There's a little space between the two. And I actually prefer that better because the first mask I did, the flaps were touching, but once I started to fold it, it was really thick and bunchy in that area. So it doesn't bother me. Actually, I like this method a little bit better. The next step is just to go ahead and sew down the sides to each flap. Before I move on to sew the next step, I always like to press the seams. Not only does pressing the seams help you control the seam allowance, but it kind of melds it into the fabric. Just imagine when you're sewing it, the thread is just on top, but once you apply heat to it, it kind of creates a memory into the fabric. Next, you just pinch and fold down, pinch and fold down. Alright y'all, we are almost done. You're going to go ahead and sew down both sides of the accordion folding you just did. And then you remember the overage that you had from the larger piece of fabric, which is the front facing. You're going to fold it, press it, and then fold it in again and prepare to sew along that side. But you don't want to sew too close to the edge because this is where the elastic band is going to go. Alright, so we in the home stretch, you guys. All you need is a bobby pin or a safety pin to use to pull the elastic through the slots that you made. And you can either knot it or sew it together. And this right here, I'm trying to figure out how to sew this little ass elastic band together. But I chose to sew them, match the ends, have them overlap a little bit, and run back and forth over it a few times, and then just slide it through so that the part that you sewed is inside of the mask. right, y'all, so here's the finished product. This is how the mask turned out. This is the front, this is the back, and if you see, this is the pocket for you to put your original mask. So say this right here is the surgical mask. You want to put it inside of this reusable one, like so. Put it in there. Hold on. Fold it in there. It's nice and snug, you see. And then you're gonna go ahead and close it up. And then here's the mask. Whew. My hair is in the way. All right. And as you can see, it's got complete coverage and we're good to go. So hopefully you guys like this video. I actually made 2 of them. Here's the other one I made. I just have to go ahead and put in the elastic bands. And this one here has a fleece on the inside and it's a lot softer, but you can see there's a pocket and it opens up wide for everybody that's got a big face, or if you're concerned about coverage, it's there. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. Hope you found it useful. I know there's tons of other ones out there, but if you're watching this and you're in Houston and you're really in need of a mask or you want a mask, definitely reach out to me. I have time. And as always, you guys, keep the faith and hustle.